Hello, hello. Welcome back to another episode of the Truth Matters podcast. This is your girl Jasmine, residing in Mississippi. Of course, most of you already know my age, 35, and that I have a son as well too. I also work as a distribution specialist. That is my 9 to 5 job, Monday through Friday. So, of course, I've been on my online entrepreneur journey since December of 2017. Yes, I have made money online. Yes, I have helped people get involved in opportunities. And yes, I have definitely helped those individuals. Because I'm always the one to say, if you need anything, always reach out, of course. So, let's get into it. Let's get into it. So I was like, you know what? Let me go ahead and do a podcast for today. I'm trying to gonna basically start just doing as many as possible and then set something in to where I'm only releasing podcasts on like certain days or something like that. At least probably 2 days out the week or something. But we're gonna definitely get into it here. For this episode, I will be talking about things based on my experience, what I have pretty much seen, what I have also heard from other people, so on and so forth. So let's get into it, especially with the online marketing game. Fake gurus. Remember, this podcast is called The Truth Matters, and it does matter. Fake gurus. Fake gurus who tell you any and everything that you want to basically hear. Pretty much manipulation. Telling you all the glitz and glam and all of this and all of that, but never really telling you how to actually get to the level of where they're at. Basically, only giving you the bare minimum, but also telling you, hey, you can make so much amount of money in 24 to 48 hours. When technically, 9 times out of 10, that's not actually possible because we don't know what's going to happen in the next 24 to 48 hours. So, how can you tell me that I can make $10,000 in the next 24 to 48 hours? Or I can make 2,000 in the next 24 to 48 hours? Now, guess what? Listen to me here. Yes, it is possible to make that said amount of money, but that is for people who have already basically made 6 and 7 figures and will make that amount in a certain period of time, especially if you have built a certain caliber online, especially that online presence as well too. And in order to make that, people have to be buying from you or have basically joined you in a certain opportunity or whatever the case may be. That's not the case for a lot of people, especially like people who are beginners at the online marketing thing, people who have only been in it for maybe about a good year or two, but it takes time. It actually truly takes time because you got to build that online presence. You got to build you. You got to know that you are building a brand or building something for yourself. So fake gurus are somebody who can tell you they can do something, but in reality, they cannot do it. They can tell you that they can build you a website, but in reality, they cannot do it. They can take somebody else's accomplishment and put this as their own and saying that they can do it, but in reality, they cannot do it. That's called fakeness. It's called a fake guru who's telling you that you can make this, but you invest in with this person, but you don't make said amount of money. Of course, you got to put in the work. Of course, you got to be consistent. That's with any and everything. That's what any and everything. People will absolutely tell you that. Yes, you can be consistent. And yes, you will be consistent. Yes, you got to put in the work. And yes, you will put in the work. But at the end of the day, don't give false hope to something that is not going to happen for everybody. Don't give false hope. Don't give false hope in saying that, you know, you can make X, Y, and Z in so many amount of days or in a week. Like I stated at first, yes, it is possible to do those types of things, but that's not the case for everyone. That's not the case for everyone. You have to have built something up in order to make said amount of money. The only way you may make said amount of money like that is if you selling on Amazon, or if you selling like a very, very high ticket affiliate marketing item or something like that, or product, or whatever the case may be. That's the only way possible. And you have to get your product and or services, offer, whatever that you're doing, in front of the right people. You have to get it in front of the right people, because if you don't get it in front of the right people, then you're not going to be able to make said amount in that amount of time that someone has stated. So when it comes to social media in general, it's like you basically gotta find the right hashtags. You gotta find the right this, the right that. You gotta find um making sure something is trending. You got to find making sure this aligns with this. You got to find that. You got to do that. You got to edit. So much goes into it when it comes to this online thing. Also with podcasting as well too. I just want to throw that in there. It takes time because you got to edit. You got to do this. You got to make sure that you have your words up there. You got to put it over here. You got to schedule to put it over there. You got to do your cover, this and that. So things do take time. Editing takes time when it comes to podcasting and basically anything that you're trying to create on social media itself. So everything definitely takes time. So, but at the end of the day, we have to stop with the fake gurus. The fake gurus is telling you, well, yeah, if you do this, it's going to work for you. If you implement this, it's definitely going to work for you. If you get my strategy, it's going to work for you. If you get my guide, it's going to work for you. But once something works for you, may not work for nobody else. Yes, a person can probably get that guide or that strategy, but and then they can follow that guide or that strategy. But at the same time, it doesn't mean that it's going to work. Everybody's not going to always give you their exact strategy. Please know that everybody is not really going to give you their exact strategy. They're only going to give you so much. They're only going to tell you so much, because some people, they love to gatekeep, and they're not going to literally tell you every single thing. That, hey, if you follow X, Y, and Z, then you're going to see X, Y, and Z amount of dollars, or you're going to see X, Y, and Z amount of followers. No, you have to actually learn something, try to implement also what you're learning, but also go at your pace and figure out what's best for you as well too. If you see that X, Y, and Z is actually working for you and you see results, then continue to do that. Yes, you can inform other people of your results, but at the same time, we have to also understand everything may not work for everyone. It may not. So certain things just may not work for everyone. It's like you can't tell somebody that you want them to win, but you're not there to actually help the person. That's being fake. You can't tell somebody that, hey, I want you guys to win. I don't want you to be in the same predicament that you were a couple of months ago, or the last 2 years, or something like that. But you don't help those individuals. You don't help your community or anything like that. That's being fake. That's not being real. There are and have been many fake gurus out there telling you such and such, and oh, this, and oh, you need to do this. You got to do this, and you got to do that. Oh, this is going to work for you. If you get this, that's going to work for you. If you know that you can do this, that's going to work for you. People who do it, 9 times out of 10, get discouraged because that did not work, because you can't give somebody false hope here. Can't do that. You can uplift somebody, motivate somebody, and tell them that certain things can happen, but you want to be actually honest about what will and won't work. You have to say that I do not guarantee certain results. my results are dependent on what I put in. This may or may not work. So please, purchase at your own disposal, or please do this at your own pace, or whatever the case may be. You have to basically say those things, because I know there are tons and tons of people out here that have bought so many digital products, so many courses, so many guides and strategies and different things like that. Or you got the 1, 2, 3 method, or you got the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 method, or whatever the case may be. Sometimes, like I stated earlier, sometimes it may work, sometimes it may not work. But at the same time, I came across a video where it said something about stop listening to all the fake gurus and stuff like that, telling you that you need this and that, you need X, Y, and Z, And it's honestly true. It's honestly true. Some things you do need, some things you don't need. Simple. Simple as that. Yeah. So I'm just saying, some things you need, some things you don't need. That's just getting it out there, putting it how it is. Like I told you, this is the Truth Matters podcast, and some people need the truth. There was something in this podcast as well that I'm going to also be actually talking about in another episode. So definitely stay tuned for the next episode as well too. Well, basically, that was pretty much my opinion there. There was also, something that I've also experienced as well. If you ever pretty much caught that by me saying that, people say they can do things, but really can't do things. So, yeah, that was basically, my opinion, my experience in pretty much telling you that, things that I've also seen as well, too. So, yeah, me, I don't like to make my podcast too long or anything like that, or the videos itself. If you see this on YouTube, or you see a snippet, a snippet if you see a snippet, you get what I'm saying. Yes, I will keep this in the podcast. Absolutely. You got to laugh a little bit. Keep it organic. Keep it organic as much as you possibly can. But, and keep it organic, keep it authentic. That's the word. I said organic. Organic. But keep it authentic as much as possible, you see. So, yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. But okay, thank you guys for listening to this episode here on The Truth Matters, talking about fake gurus, basically giving you my opinion, my experience, what I have seen, what I've also heard, so on and so forth. But definitely stay connected. Follow me on Instagram. If you're watching this video on YouTube, you're going to see my links below. If you're on Instagram, follow me on YouTube as well to basically catch this full video, so on and so forth. If you're listening to it on Spotify, definitely, of course, follow me on Spotify if you're not, or what have you, and check the description for my links of my social media and also my website of what I basically offer as well too, and what can be a benefit to you. So this is Jasmine Sutton, reside in Mississippi, 35 years old with a 17-year-old son as well. And yeah, definitely stay tuned for the next one. This was The Truth Matters. Have a blessed and awesome day.